Hello everyone, it's Justine. I hope you're doing so well. I am doing my first ever Glimmer update video. So I hope that you enjoy, be on the lookout for your favorite card, and at the end, comment your favorite card. Today I'm going to be using products from Cacti Cards and Spellbinders. So I will have everything linked down below. Those are all affiliate links. I'm not paid to say that they're fabulous, amazing, wonderful, but I do think they are fabulous, amazing, and wonderful. So if you want to grab them, you can use my affiliate links, and that helps support my channel. So thank you in advance if you do that. Anyway, I'm going to do a mixture of different Glimmer techniques today, or at least show you what I did. So let's see, June I bought a pink mink, which I was so excited about. I've wanted a mink, which if you don't know is a toner foil machine, and I've always wanted to try it out. I've watched Nancy from Nancy's Stamps and the Foiling Snobs Club, and I've watched so many of her videos about foiling and toner foiling, and I always thought it was so interesting. And then Cacti Cards reached out to me and sent me a wonderful goodie bag, actually two boxes, all the way from Australia to me in Minnesota. Thank you again, Cacti Cards. You guys are fabulous. And they sent me stuff to work with on my channel, and they were so sweet and really did not give a whole lot of stipulations for using their products, so they just kind of let me be free, which is my favorite. So again, thank you to them. I guess my links that I have for Cacti Cards are not affiliate links, but the Spellbinders ones are. So just being transparent with you, there's that. So on this first butterfly card, the foil that I used was from Cacti Cards. If you can kind of see, it has this like beautiful swirling. Oh, it's just so pretty. To me, it reminds me of a delicious coffee. And the butterfly with the stripes is a toner sheet that is right from their company. So I used their foil sheet and their foil paper to go ahead and make this first card. And then this Hello Friend little banner is from Spellbinders and Simon Hurley. And I've made so many of these in so many different colors, and I have them in a little box on my desk, and I just pop them on, and here it is. I think it works really well on this card. I might go back in maybe at the end and add some embellishments or gems, but this card is so pretty with the glimmer that I don't know if it even needs it. So I don't know, maybe a little coloring there. I'm not sure. I kind of wanted the foil to like do the work for me on this card, but I don't know. So if you look at these two cards, this is my next one. You can see I use that same brown foil. I will have the name of it in the description. I just can't think of it at this very moment. But this was a reverse foil moment here. So you can see I took the sheet and first used the foil on this card because this had the toner sheet with the design, and then I peeled it off and I had this extra foil and I put it onto here because this rainbow paper in the back is perfect for toner foiling, and I put that on top of my butterfly, and now I had two different cards from one sheet of Glimmer and one design with the toner. So I thought that was really neat, kind of a fun way to use my craft supplies in a smart way and not really waste anything. So I'm all about that. Also, you can save time because you don't have to think about two designs because your design's there already. And again, I'm adding another one of Simon Hurley and Spellbinders Sentiments. This one is gorgeous. It's that purple foil. I'll have that in the description as well. But I thought that would be kind of fun to put kind of by the purple rainbow part of the card and have that be just a cheerful note card with a really fun background. I love that brown. I think that brown is not used very often in card making, and I think it should be because I think brown is pretty. Anyway, this one I love because I used Nancy's collection from Spellbinders, which is the Essential Tools fabulous set. If you don't have it, I don't know what you're waiting for, because it's a good one, and you can make really a card for anyone, because there's like tools, painting supplies, and I really liked making Father's Day cards with it, but it's not just a masculine set. So there's that. I put some cobalt blue paper down first, and then I put white on there. And this cobalt blue was actually a oops scrap moment in my craft room. I cut a panel down too small. I was trying to make a 5x7 card, and just root memory, I cut it down to A2, so I just put it behind here. It has some embossing on it, but I just needed a blue background, so I figured I'd add it to this card. And here is my glimmered section. Look how gorgeous that is. Just black and gold. I can't even get over it. Okay, I'm gonna put it right on my white paper and just have it be layered like that. And I don't even think I'm gonna add a sentiment, because look at how pretty it is without a sentiment. Perhaps I will just leave it as a note card for now. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna leave it as a note card, because it's always good to have those, and sometimes when you add a sentiment, it can kind of like hold back a card. If it said like happy birthday, I couldn't use it for a thank you card, so you know. Okay, this one is just like a little funky monkey. The shape of this, it's a shape card, first of all. I went ahead and made the white background shape, and then I just took my die that is this hexagon die, and just moved it over ever so slightly so it'd be smaller than my background panel. Made my hexagon card, and then put on this darker blue, and then did 3 layers. And this is where the foiling comes in. I did some foiling with the extra sheet after I did a hot foil, and I put my extra sheet that I got, or like my waste if you will, from my hot foil where I did this design onto a white background. I had all this gorgeous glimmer, and the white only had this little pattern here, which was great, but I didn't want to waste this gorgeous foiling. Look at that. It's just stunning. So I ended up putting a rainbow piece of that toner foil again, or toner paper, behind the foil, and then did a toner foil with this. And I thought it turned out really cute. And because it's so pretty, I didn't want to cover it up too much. So I just made these 2 hexagons that are blue that kind of nest and layer like the other ones here. And that is going to be the spot for my sentiment to go. Kind of a little landing spot. And this is again Simon Hurley sentiments. I don't know, they're fabulous, you know. And this glimmer, this hot foil glimmer from Spellbinders is one of my absolute favorite colors. It's called Moon Dust. It's gorgeous. I find that sometimes it reads a little more green, sometimes a little more blue, and I just think that I can go with like everything cool tone in my opinion. So I don't know, I just really like it. Now to center this, I am going to kind of use my glimmer lines from my design and hopefully center it enough that it will pass as centered. And then because the shape card is holding the actual card base, I didn't want to make it going this direction because I don't know how that would stand up. So I figured I might as well make it a landscape card, and then it has this flat piece to rest on. But again, gorgeous, and I think a little gift card would fit in there, so always a win. Next, this one again was a scrap foil that I had, and I popped it on the back. If you can look really carefully, there is that rainbow toner foil on the back. Stunning. Just stunning. And then this is a design this is a toner foil design from Cacti Cards with this little cactus and little flowers and such. This was I think it's an A2 panel, so I just fussy cut out the circle, and I'm going to put it right on the center here. And again, adding a Simon Hurley and Spellbinders sentiment. Anyway, when I was coloring this, I used Copic markers, and yes, I kind of over-colored. This is not part of the cactus normally, but you know, I just kind of went with it. Maybe this cactus is a little more full of water. Maybe there was a rainstorm. I don't know. We're just going to pretend that it's all there, and I meant to do that and move along. This little thinking of you sentiment is super cute. It has these really tiny little silver dots on it. This one is also from Spellbinders. It is just so pretty. I could just stare at foil. Can anyone relate? I don't know. Okay, moving right along. We're back to the butterfly. Gorgeous. Now this foil paper was also from Crafty Critta, and the butterfly is from Crafty Critta. So all around, Crafty Critta. And it is one of my favorite cards because it has all three of my favorite colors, which are purple, pink, and blue. I am a cool toned girl. That's just me. Anyway, my little sentiment goes on there again. Same Glimmer foil from this Thinking of You. They actually were glimmered and die cut at the same time because Spellbinders and Simon Hurley created this sentiment die, or glimmer plate and die, to glimmer once, cut once. Genius. Love that. Saves you time, saves you money, makes my heart happy. Moving right along, this one is more of a colorful theme card. You can see that this has the brown, I think it's the copper, hot foil from Spellbinders, and then the background is that rainbow foil again from Crafty Critta, and then I just matted that on orange and blue cardstock. And with the toner foil, it really does become a mirror. Look at that, you can see my lights pretty clearly. Isn't that fun? Anyway, I'm gonna pop on a little sentiment sticker that I think it's really called a 3D sticker, but I got this at my craft supply store, which is Crafts Direct. I will see if their website sells it. If not, perhaps scrapbook.com will sell it, so I will check on that, and a link for that will be in the description. But I always like to have fishing cards. Here in Minnesota we have 10,000 lakes. Apparently there's more than 10,000, but I don't know, some of the lakes are looking more like ponds and they call them lakes, so I don't know. There's a lot of fish here, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Birthplace of the Mississippi River. There's a lot of fishing happening, so I get a lot of requests for fishing cards from friends and family, so it's always good to have one of those on hand. Now, look at this embossing folder. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this one. It is, like, to me, one of my favorite 3D embossing folders because it has so much dimension. And one of my crafty friends, Melanie Smith, just did a video where she used this embossing folder. Perfect. I love when I drop glued images. But Melanie took this embossing folder and did little coloring on these little flowers, which is so, so cute. So check out her channel too. That's Melanie Smith. I just really like this embossing folder. I keep grabbing for it every time I need a background. It was just released in June with the Wax Steel for Summer collection. And you guessed it, we're using a Simon Hurley and Spellbinders sentiment to finish this one off. This one I glimmered with the light pink foil from Spellbinders. Look at how pretty that is. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're just going to pop it right there as kind of a nod to the pink flower. And if you look carefully, the cacti, the cactus, and the flowers, there you can see it, was toner foiled with that same kind of design as the brown, but it's blue. So it's kind of like a wavy blue gorgeousness. And it really just goes with the overall theme to the background. So there you have it, my first Glimmer hot foil update video. I also do update videos for stitching that are a little bit longer typically, but I needed to do a Glimmer one because I now have the Glimmer Hot Foil machine from Spellbinders, which I love, and I feel like I've mastered that pretty well. And now I have my pink mink. So I've been trying out things with that as well. So I have a lot of glimmer things that I wanted to show you. And I know a lot of you love glimmering, so here it is. This is what I've been making, and you got to be part of it. So I hope you enjoyed. I'd love for you to pick a favorite. I'd like to say that I have a tie for my favorites. I love this collection from Nancy, so this is probably one of my favorites. And this one's also probably one of my favorites because it has my favorite colors. So we're gonna go with these two for my two favorites, but take a look, find a favorite, let me know in the comments. And if you're interested in more content from me, please subscribe and like the video if you like it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you come back tomorrow because it's release day for Spellbinders. So the 10th of the month is always release day, and Yana has a collection coming out. There's stitching for Christmas coming out. I've been stitching, you guys, so I hope that you come back and check it out. I've combined glimmer with stitching, so if stitching is not your thing and glimmer is, subscribe and come back anyway. In my video that I am posting tomorrow, I'm using a lot of Yana's collection, which features a ton of glimmering. So if that is interesting to you, subscribe and come back tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope that you get to craft soon. We'll see you next time. Bye!